John, you might have a bug or two near you.
Yeah, I noticed. I also lost my GoPro on that portage, so it was a good one.
Yeah, it's been a rough day.
Yeah, they're just pelting off of me like rain.
Rain that hurts.
Rain that bites.
Rain that bites. Hey folks, how you doing? We're out on a real canoe trip with buddy John from Backcountry Angling, Ontario. So we're out here for a few days and we've got a pretty cool undertaking. There's a chain of lakes on the map and we're gonna try to make a little bit of a loop out of them. Nobody's really been back in there for as far as John knows. He's familiar with the area and he's tried to get in there last year, I believe it was, and he was able to get into the first lake. So it means there's lots of trail cutting, bushwhacking, and surprises. We don't know what's going to be on those lakes. It could be brook trout, it could be pike, it could be nothing, it could be inhabitable for us. But we're going to go try and find it, see how it goes. I like this kind of trip. It's an adventure. We're going to set up one base camp, maybe two base camps type thing, explore from there, hack out the bush from there, make some portage trails, and then complete the loop. Should be a lot of fun. Gonna have some pretty good weather for the trip too, so I'm really excited for it. Man, look how nice that is. The contours in here are just blowing my mind. This is some wild country. Just beautiful. It's a great day too. It's not hot at all. There's a breeze. I'm all bug shirted up. No bugs. Bug shirted up. No place to go. That doesn't. Well, that was a nice big long paddle, but we're finally here at the first takeout. We have to figure out which way to go, if there's any kind of portage or what. If I'm not mistaken, this is the start of the portage. And you can see this is all from John last year and Aaron clearing this through. Yeah, she gets a little thick. This is just the start of it too, so we're gonna take our bags first, come back for the canoes. Walking uphill. Getting to the top of the hill. There's parts of this portage that aren't so bad and parts that are. But like I said, John and Aaron cleaned this last year. So this will be the easier one of all the portages. Oh, we're halfway through our portage. Come across this beautiful little like mountain pond high up here. Really nice to see. It's nice to be out in the open again for a minute. The bugs are in full force, so it'd be nice to get to the lake get on the lake for a little while, hopefully away from the bugs, into the breeze. Oh. Well, we're earning this, getting back into here. There better be some good fishing for us, which we think that there will be. And if not, a little good work, hard work is good for you every now and then anyway. Uh-oh. Well, we did it, John. Now this is uncharted territory, right?
Yep, never been here. This is where I stopped last year. Put in probably 3 hours of clearing on that trail. Thankfully, we didn't have to do that today, because that was no joke, that port.
No,
This is a tough port. We've done our fair share of ports, and that was not an easy one.
Oh, thank you very much for clearing that last year.
1.2 kilometers, and the first third is uphill.
Yeah.
Up of those ridges you're looking at before from the lake.
Right. And now we have this. We're going to get out onto the lake and get into somewhat of the breeze out there and, yeah, explore. Look for the next put-in, for the next piece of land where we find our next lake. I can't possibly begin to describe to you the joy that being on the water brings to me right now. It's a huge relief. Bugs are still kicking, as you can see, but I got my bandana soaked in some water, put that on to cool down, but also do a little Beavis cornholio type deal, and have my neck protected. So I got this rhino skin on, which the bugs crawl, the blackflies crawl up right up your cuffs and get you. Got this rhino skin, super tough. Got my pants tucked into my socks. I should be okay, even though there's a ton of them. I prefer it. John's got the bug jacket on, which is great right now, but I can't get too overheated. So I feel like this is the better option for me right now. We shall see how it goes. I certainly brought my bug jacket too. Look at this though. This is a beauty lake.
I think I just saw a brook trout minnow here, eh?
Oh, buddy. Good signs. Again, we're hoping there's brookies in here. Look at this. Just gorgeous. John's about to pull one out while I'm filming. So I'm in this small little narrows, just checking this lake out a bit. And I heard what I thought was a waterfall up here, but it seems to be like it's a beaver dam. So we're going to check it out, but this is pretty shallow water. But John just yelled to me that he saw a couple small brookies in here. So that is super promising. I just want to go check out this beaver dam. Oh, this opens up. Oh, this opens up into a big lake over here, I think. Cool. Yeah, it's super shallow where I would fish this. But look at this. It's a two-tiered beaver dam. This one, and then there's another one there. Oh, yeah. That opens right up. We'll have to check that out. I'm going to go back and talk to John, because we were originally going to go the other way on the lake. It's a really nice lake. We're just sitting here kind of relaxing, taking our time, fishing and cooling down, taking relief from the bugs. It's starting to stink. Let's go back and talk to John. Here he comes down the pipe.
Get my feet wet, actually.
A little refreshing.
Oh, yeah.
was our first little beaver dam lift over, and it was literally 2 steps behind us. And now, this one. Oh, there's even more minnows in this little pond.
Gotta be fish here.
Oh, there's this one. The days of dry feet are done. Well, John caught a laker on this lake. It's we're surprised because the lake's not very big, but it must be quite deep. We're about done on the lake now. There's a couple options. We see a stream on the map. We can try and walk up the stream, or we can portage across land. The stream would be easier, but there might be a portage made back in the day. So if there is, then that would be the easier of the two. So we're gonna get out of the boats right now and go check out the stream. If not, we'll have to hook back around and cut our way through the bush. But yeah, we're obviously looking for the path of least resistance. Well, there's the creek. I can hear it. Yeah, that's pretty much impenetrable. There's absolutely no point in going that way. It would be more work.
There's a half decent start 50 meters this way, but then it gets swallowed by the bush, so...
I went up and the creek seems impenetrable as well.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any benefit for this.
No. It can't be better than the north end, I don't think.
Right.
And the north end offers a chance at a trail.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try it.
Yep. You heard the man. Back in the canoes we go. Head down to the lake. Okay, this is the end of the road here. This will decide what happens next. If we have a trail started here, or if we can find the remnants of one, that would be good. And if not, we might need to post up on this lake and spend a lot of time creating the trail, because it's quite a distance to the next lake. So ideally both of us want to get out of here and head to the next lake, but we shall see. Well, we're not finding much. Try and tuck in here and see if I can see anything. Okay. John's gonna go down, check at the very end. This doesn't look promising at all. This looks like the Everglades. Are we in Florida? Check out all the pollen in the water. Yeah. Promising?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe.
That's better than no.
It's a maybe.
Nice. It's a maybe.
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 I'm not seeing a trail, like nothing is cut with a chainsaw or anything like that, but it's reasonably clear and flat. Like it's a place to start, if nothing else.
Yeah.
I'd say let's take some saws and scout the whole way.
Okay.
See if it's, because you don't want to start clearing and get in 100 meters and then you hit a wall.
Of course.
So.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. I'll grab the saws and some snacks and some water.
Yeah.
I think it goes over there or up. Like this definitely fell across whatever trail, right? Like,
yeah.
so it might cross over. Oh no.
Oh wow. Look at this.
That's pretty defined. Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that.
That's promising.
Well, it's probably the steepest portage I've ever been on, but much to our surprise, it's pretty well clear. Other than a few blowdowns, there's a defined trail. This is not what we expected at all, so who knows, it might, that's what John was saying too. Do you want to blaze a trail or do you want to be the first ones into the other lake? We might have spoken too soon. The trail just stopped. There's a defined trail and then it just stopped. So we're looking. This is where we are. We found it again and it disappeared again. It's probably a good idea to be hiking this. Probably a good idea to be hiking this without the gear first.
They were pretty close to the pond, eh?
Okay. You want to just make our way down?
Yeah. I think this is called the rock over here, close to my direction.
Coming. This is going to be fun to bring the canoe through. The bugs have found me.
Oh no.
All right, with that last little bit, we've successfully cleared a trail all the way to the pond. Now this pond is certainly not our destination, but once we get here, we're kind of into it. You know what I mean? We're not backing out and going to camp on the first lake. So we're gonna go get our gear, get back in here, and then we'll have to blaze a trail again on the other side of the pond.
I might take off the bug shirt. It's gonna be a grueling uphill.
Yeah, it's very steep. It was hard enough doing it with no gear or canoes.
Oh man, we're gonna be sweating buckets.
Yeah. The one pink lady slipper left. I don't see any other color other than green everywhere. Those lady slippers are very pretty. Well, we're lost again. John's over there trying to reconnect the two trails. I'm trying to hike back up this incline back to where we last knew where we were. This is an adventure, no doubt. Well, I think we've lost each other. I'm making my way back down to the water. Bugs are crazy. We've cut our portage. Oh, we brought our bags through. And now the canoes, but just halfway to a pond. We still don't know where we're going from there. This is no joke. No joke. We're gonna actually paddle that pond because it'll save us a couple 100 meters of the portage. And I'll take that. Man, it's hot. Whew. Oh man. Some bugs. Well, there you see the end of the pond. We got to get our paddles wet for about 2 minutes, but well, we'll take it. It's a break from the bugs, break from hiking in the woods, but now we're about to be back to that. Both pretty anxious to get to the next lake, which will be our campsite, our camp lake at least. We're gonna have to hack a campsite out, but who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky and there will be a clearing or a rock we can use, or maybe even a previous campsite. That would be heavenly. John, you might have a bug or two near you.
Yeah, I noticed. I also lost my GoPro on that portage, so it was a good one.
Yeah, it's been a rough day.
Yeah, they're just pelting off of me like rain.
Rain that hurts.
Rain that bites.
Rain that bites. All right, this is our last hop from the pond. It's it was a slog getting through there. Like John said, he lost his GoPro. We got turned around quite a few times. We cut a lot of trail. So yeah, it's getting late too. It's like 7, I think now. Yeah, it is 7:05. We got to go. We still have to make a camp. We have to find a suitable spot on this lake for a camp and make a camp. So cut firewood and all that fun stuff. So we got to go. All right, we're almost done. Almost done this portage. It's been like half the day on this portage. It's past 8 o'clock at night now. So we really are strapped for time with the whole job of building the camp and everything, like I said. But almost done. Almost done. One of the most grueling portages I've ever done. This rivals the woodland caribou ones with the burn, going over the old burn, lifting over the trees and through the puzzle and maze of trees. Oh, this way, this way. Here we go. I can see John and the lake. Oh, that's a good noise. Are we done portaging?
I can't even feel relieved yet. I need like water and rest.
I need to know that we have somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, that's it. I am relieved though.
Yeah. Same here, be good.
We accomplished something today.
Yeah, we did. Oh, the glorious glow on the lake. Super stoked to be here. Bugs are happy I'm here too. So you might be asking why I'm not wearing a bug jacket like John. It's just they're not biting me like on the top or whatever. I know if I do get sick from these things, you guys are gonna be like, where was your bug jacket? But they're just really not biting me anywhere where the jacket would cover. They are pestering me and swarming and going inside my eyeballs quite often. But we'll get to camp and get a shelter set up and take some refuge for a minute or two. This is our home. Probably spent a couple nights here.
Guess we'll cook steaks and it's getting late and it's so exciting.
Well, this is cool. Oh, was cool. Yeah, it opens up over here. Nice. What?
That feels like a colossal obstacle.
It's the worst.
You can't take anything else.
I thought for sure I could just skirt through. Not to be done. Oh, buddy. Here's one of the islands. There's 2 or 3 small islands on this lake. We're thinking to grab an island for a camp for the simple fact that it'll keep down the bugs quite a bit with the breeze. But there's really no flat land or even flat-ish land at all. It's not got a good put in. Oh man, pretty thick, but it's all going to be like this everywhere. There's not going to be cleared ground anywhere. What? It's about 9:30 now. We decided on a spot. Nothing is ideal. It all really is less than ideal. But we can't wait any longer. So I stupidly brought this big old tent that has a big old footprint when I could have brought my minimalist and been much better off for it, but we'll see how this goes. I found the flattest ground that's possible, and it's, as you can tell, the farthest thing from flat. Okay, that's something. That's something. Certainly not ideal. Well, we'll get her done, I think. Well, camp is made for the most part. John's doing the finishing touches on his hammock, hammock. My tent has seen better days, but it's all right. We'll sleep well. And the fire started. So all is right in the world after this extremely camping day we had. We're gonna go get these steaks made up. It was a full day of camping, canoeing and portaging, and camping. My brain's gone to mush by now. This steak is gonna go down well. Steak time, much reward, much deserved.
Oh my goodness, that looks so good.
This will make us feel good.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir. That is perfect.
Oh, I was thinking I wouldn't be hungry, but looking at that, oh, what a guy! Brings the steaks.
Yeah.
Absolute hero.
I'm not cooking the potatoes though.
Yeah.
That's just too much.
Oh no. It's not happening right now.
Maybe if we're feeling a little randy tomorrow, we can throw the taters on.
It's most valuable.
How's that steak working out for you, Jono?
Absolutely exceptional. It's one of the best steaks I've ever had.
Nice.
A, because I'm so hungry and tired, but it's also just really good. Well done, thank you.
Good to hear. Oh, no worries. All right, we're mucking it, as John says. Straight sandwich. Oh man, it's like the best thing ever. It's really, really, really worthwhile.
Oh man. Or this world. Pulling back the rule.
Well, we really wanted to have some nice camp life. This camp isn't really going to do it for us. We hacked this out of the bush. This isn't accommodating at all. It's very slopey, very, very full of shrubbery and greenery and stuff like that. So neither of us have the greatest pitch for our tent or our hammock. But we had to make it work because we ran out of time. We didn't get here till after 9. So I think tomorrow the plan is, John misplaced his GoPro and his hat along the way on those crazy portages we were cutting through and everything. So tomorrow he's gonna go. He's assured me he's gonna go try and find that stuff tomorrow. And I think while he does that, maybe I'll fish around, see how the lake is, kind of hang out a little bit. But then there is a portage into a bigger lake, which potentially would have a campsite, or at least a spot that's kind of open.
Something resembling a campsite?
Something not the Amazon jungle.
It's embarrassing, I lost my other GoPro.
No, you didn't. You seriously did?
At least this one is right here.
Oh, John.
I'm just so tired. I'm just going to blame it on that. No, I'm going to take responsibility. It's my fault.
You could always be like, oh,
What
Joe, you're rubbing off on me. Blame it on the old Joe. Everybody else does. So. Where's your fire steel? But anyways, that steak went down real good. We had a beer each. We're gonna save a beer for tomorrow. Go to bed real soon. But again, the next lake over tomorrow is pretty decent size. So we have high hopes. What we're gonna do is just scout it out. After John's done finding his 2 GoPros, we're gonna scout it out tomorrow, and because we can't stay here, we can't stay at this campsite. That was tonight only. So we'll scout it out, see how it goes, but I think that lake is probably as far as we're going to get, and then maybe if we set up camp there, we can explore from there and stuff. So about to turn in any minute. I'm going to help John find his GoPro here, and yeah, I'll get with you inside the tent, I think. Oh, it's bedtime. Pretty heavy dew in the air right now.
That's why our breath is so visible.
No doubt. You know, my bag's wet over here, just sitting here.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. Very wet. John's rolling the dice tonight, no tarp. I'm double tarping it. Alright, good night, Jono. You too, man. Hopefully they're not about a portage. Well, I certainly don't have the best pitch tonight. I didn't set this up correctly at all, but it is what it is. We're on a slant. We're gonna make do. So we're gonna prop up this side that's sloping down with our clothes bags. We've got a bug net down at the feet. Well, kind of like a soggy hammock or like a banana action here with this whole thing right in my face, but we will, I guarantee I'll sleep. I guarantee I'll sleep pretty good, actually. Got my UGQ top quilt. A little bit of scotch. There we go. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. So this is rated to, what's up? 850. It's rated to -6. -6. Or 20 degrees if you're American. Alright guys, that's it for me tonight. John's already nice and comfy in his hammock. I'm gonna lay down in here, tomorrow is another day. We'll see what tomorrow brings. It'll be an adventure, hopefully some fish. Hopefully John finds his GoPro and hat, and maybe we get into that other lake and there's actually a flat spot or maybe some open spot where we can camp. Regardless, we're camping now, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. My knees are hurting. I'm feeling pretty good other than that. John's gone. He left at like 6 or 7 in the morning. I heard him leave. I was still in bed. I called out to him and he's gone to go find his stuff. I gave him till about noon before I come looking for him. It's 9 now. I'm just getting up. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be back here in a little bit. But it got cold last night and a lot of condensation in my tent just because A, because I think the temperature changed, and B, because it was hanging off each other. The inner tent was hanging and draped on the outer tent. So I don't know. We'll see. Lots of wetness in there though. That's what I was afraid of last time. But I'll show you here. Oh, it's going to be a warm one. I can feel the sun on my back already. So there's trade-offs about being in the north. No flat ground for one. But look at this. I can just grab twigs off a spruce tree, break them, put a lighter to them, and they're going to go up. It's almost guaranteed. So while birch bark isn't even readily available in this specific spot where we are, I don't see one birch. It's not needed to get a quick fire going. As you can see, the smoke from this fire is going to keep these bugs down because they're starting to come up pretty heavily now. 9 in the morning. Right. Some more wood on there. Oh, it's beauty. It's a beauty day. Alright, because this was a Crown Land trip and we were double carrying, I brought a lot of food. Yesterday I was cursing the fact that I packed heavily, but I believe that we're in through the thick of it as far. The worst is over. Even if we go into the other lake, which we probably will with our gear, the worst of the portaging is over, or at least I am told so and hope so. But I brought some extra goodies for breakfast and for just eatings. So I got some eggs, and the way I did it was I cracked them and put them into a where is it? Into a jar. Sure hope I brought them. And then I brought a English muffin to go with it, but I fear I might have forgot them in the fridge. No, it wouldn't be the first time. Nope, I found them. Look at that. Didn't leave them at home after all. Now to find out if they are still edible. It was pretty hot yesterday. That doesn't smell too bad. I'm gonna call that good. We're gonna eat that. We're gonna eat that. Nice. The fire really does help with the bugs. Oh ho ho! Fresh, not too smushed. What more can you ask for? A little steak dank on your knife in the morning. I really hope John finds his stuff. It sucks to lose a camera, like for real, because the money and the potential footage for the rest of the trip you're gonna not get. But the footage that he got and that he might lose, that is really the kicker. That really sucks. I can attest for that. All right, I'm gonna toast these up on my grill next to the fire. I'm gonna fry those eggs up in a frying pan and put the eggs on the little breakfast sandwich dealio. That's funny, even all the way out here I can hear a plane. Old float plane Joe today. Have you found the GoPro? Okay, oops. No flamey over there. Don't want no flames, no flames. All the smoke. Oh yeah, I can cook on that. See if I can build it up a bit to put a, just so I can set my frying pan on something a little bit. Yeah, that's something. Brought oil this time. There's probably plenty for all the fish we're gonna eat. Do you hear that? There's something right over there. Hear it? I sure hope that's still. Sure hope you can hear that. That's a weird noise, man. I better get to cooking, but that's weird. There's something right there. It's like a low moaning, and then like a weird noise after that. Like, sounds big. All right, here's the moment of truth. See how that works out. It's pretty oily. Pretty oily. Maybe I put too much oil. I'm sorry, I missed the flip. Missed the flip on camera. There we go. That's not looking too bad, is it? Just trying to squeeze a little bit of oil out. Talk about a breakfast right there, boy. That's not so bad. We got it. We're gonna get it. Okay. Nice and done. I'm gonna put some butter on this because, you know, not enough oil on the eggs already. I'm gonna get out and go fishing after this, I think, if John's not back. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll go see what's in here. Maybe he trolled on the way there. I'm sure he probably did. It's hard not to. Last night we didn't, just because we were dead to the world, man. It was a real day. Like, it was a brutal day. We got back in here. It took all day. It was, yeah, more than we both thought it was going to be. But happy to be out here now. And it's going to be easier going back out. We have to go back out the same way, but it's going to be easier because we won't have to cut trail. We will know exactly where the trail is because we were very familiar with it yesterday. Okie dokes. Ba-bam, son. Look at that. Look at that. Would you just look at it? It's back. Just made a ton of noise. Hear it? It's so weird. I've never heard anything like this noise. It's so strange. It was like a deep donkey, and then just like that. All right. What is that? It's big. Anyways, cheers, folks. That's really good. I'm kind of weirded out by that. My back's to it. Like I can feel how big it is by the noise. So strange. I can see it now. Shit, maybe a bear. Hello? Hey! Hey! Just right there. Get out of here! Hey! You guys can hear that, right? Like, it's right there. It doesn't care about me at all. Get out of here! Hey! Okay. Get! It's getting angry. Dang. Get out of here! Go on! You hear it? I was gonna set my tent up back in there. I'm sure glad I didn't. Go! Hear the low moan?